Hi guys, how you doing? As many of you will know, if you follow me on Facebook, I recently picked up a huge haul of vintage gaming stuff. And I mean a huge haul, biggest vintage gaming haul I've ever had. And I promised I'd do some haul videos. I'm going to break it down into 2 or 3 videos because I would be here for hours if I showed it all in one video. So this one's going to be Nintendo. I don't know if it's going to be all of the consoles and all of the games. This might just be the consoles and a few of the big box bits. Let me show you what I've got here first. That's what I've grabbed off the shelves to start with. If I can whiz through these quick, I might do the games in this video, but more than likely this will just be the consoles and some of the big box bits that I've got. This sort of stuff. But yeah. If you're watching this and you are a collector, you're into your games, all of this stuff is for sale. It will all end up either on eBay or potentially Amazon. So if you are interested in anything, just drop me a message either here or on Facebook or wherever it is you are seeing this, or in a Facebook group, because I'm going to share this around. I'm happy to do a deal outside of eBay through PayPal. So yeah, just let me know, just drop me a message. So I will crack on because there's quite a lot of stuff and I don't want to waffle for ages. So first thing, this is nice. This is the original black and white classic Game Boy. The box is really nice actually. There's a few little dings, but it's easily the best one of these I've had. And I had this very thing back in, I think I picked up mine in 91, I seem to think. Let me just show you. It's the first edition, I believe. Came with Tetris. I do have the Tetris cart, but it's not in here. There's the Game Boy. It's got a game in it, but it's not Tetris. Tetris is actually in another box. A little game there, Bureau Fighter, which I chucked in just to test it. But it all fires up fine. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I've left the batteries in. Oh, I did. Let me show you it running. Oh, the contrast is right. Oh. It did the usual. It's not fired up right. Ah, and again. I need to clean a lot of these carts, and I'm going to do a video about that as well. Bear with. Finally. Yeah, all runs fine. Oh, that takes me back so far. So yeah, there's that. It has its inserts, as in the instructions for the console, the instructions for Tetris, and like I say, it does have the Tetris cart as well, but I don't have it with me. Little insert there, instructional leaflet. I think it originally came with link-up leads, maybe, and headphones, which are not present, but the poly is all there. So that's that. Put that away. Oh, it's got the lid for the poly as well in really good nick. So yeah, if you're interested, like I say, just drop me a message. It's going to go on eBay anyway. That's that one. Really nice. This is cool. This is a Super Game Boy cart. It's basically an adapter that you chuck in the top of the Super Nintendo, and it acts as an adapter so you can run Game Boy games. Where did I put that Game Boy game? I don't know where I put it. That's what it is. Fairly common thing really, but not very common to find it with the box. The box has its insert and it has its manual. Manual's a little bit scruffy, but not too bad. So that's that. The outer box, as I'll show you, has a lot of wear. It's a little bit scruffy. You can see the corners are all pretty battered. But I've never had one of. Oh no, actually, I think I've had one of these boxed before. But usually you just find them as part of a bundle, as a loose cart like that. So that's that one. like I say, not particularly rare, but unusual to find one with a box. So that's that. Mario Paint, again with its big box. This came with a mouse, which I'll show you, and a mouse mat. And as part of this big haul, when I was going through the haul, I found a tiny little white tool, and I couldn't work out what it was, but it had the Nintendo logo on it. And I shared that on Facebook, and a few people said that's from Mario Paint. It's the mouse roller cleaner, which it was. And I was going to just stick it back with this, but somebody who saw that post messaged me and said, I'll give you, they offered, what did I get for it in the end? I got £15 for it. For a little piece of white plastic that big, yeah. I was just going to stick it back with this, but it seems that it doesn't really add any value to this. So I'm going to sell this as is. So the outer box, again, similar condition. Pretty battered, particularly around here, but not too bad. It comes with the Nintendo branded, you can see that, mouse mat. It's got its instructions in the little poly for the mouse, oops, and the game, and the little Club Nintendo leaflet. I was in Club Nintendo from the beginning when they started it, and I had loads of the magazines. I used to get sent magazines. Had a collection of them from issue 1, if I remember rightly. I think my mum threw them all away, gutting. There's the cart, lovely condition. Looks like it's rarely been out of the box. I think this was one of those games that nobody really played much. I certainly never bought it or played it back in the day. And the mouse, which is in pretty good clean nick, like that. And its little poly insert, which is a little bit knackered at one end, but yeah, that's that. Great to find that in its big box. Again, if you are after one of these, just drop me a message, make me an offer. Bear with me while I just put it away. Right, next up we have Lilac Wars, again the big box version. There were loads and loads more games, but I'm just doing the big box consoles and the big box games at the moment. So that's Lilac Wars. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing N64 all of a sudden. So I was going to do it in order. Let me carry on with SNES, hold on. So carrying on with SNES, this is the Super Scope, and this, I had this in 1992, bought it new when it came out. And it was a bit of a letdown, to be honest, at the time for me. It's a great light gun, but the games that came with it were just a bit dull. It's got 6 games, but there's a couple of like Tetris style puzzle ones. There's this mole attack one where the moles pop out and you have to shoot the moles, and a couple of like shooter ones where you have to shoot down missiles and shoot planes. But it, yeah, and then there were hardly any games followed up to go with it. So yeah. But I have it, it's boxed. You may be able to see, if I get the light right, you can see there's some damage to the box there, where something's pushed into the cardboard. A little bit scruffy on the ends, but inside it's pretty good, if I remember rightly. Let me quickly show you what comes with this. The light gun is huge, it's like a bazooka, you sit it on your shoulder. So inside you've got the card lid that sits on this poly tray. Has the manual. The scope itself is in its original poly bag. See, that's the size of the gun. It has like a shoulder mount, and it also has the little eyepiece that clips on here, either that way or on the other side if you wanted to do it the other way around. So it has everything in there. That's the 6-game cart, again in its poly, and this is the receiver box, which you plug into your Super Nintendo, and that picks up the signals, which is slightly yellowed, if you can see that. That's obviously been sat out, and the sun has got to it. That's slightly off colour, but yeah, in overall pretty good condition. I don't know what these go for. I haven't looked up prices on any of this yet. I haven't got around to photographing it or listing any of it. I promised a haul video, so that's what I'm trying to do before it's been weeks. Right, let me just put this away. So that's the Super Scope. Again, if you're particularly interested, just drop me a message, make me an offer. Because it's all got to go. Right, the only other Super Nintendo bit I've got here right now is this console. This lot came with 2 consoles, but I believe the other console is faulty, but I haven't checked it out yet. Right, the console that I got, which was boxed, very dusty, is the Street Fighter 2 version of the console. So it comes with the Street Fighter 2 game. Again, box has a fair bit of wear, as you can see. Now this is my favourite console of all time, and I bought the first edition that came out with Super Mario World. This edition came a bit later when Street Fighter had come out. But yeah, love this machine to bits. Can't wait to get this set up and play on it. Street Fighter I absolutely loved. I actually imported the Jap version, the Japanese version of it. So I had it before the UK release, and I played it to death. Then when my mates got it, got the UK release when it came out, I was so far ahead of them with like practice time. I just kicked their ass. Anyway, inside the box, if I open it up, you have the poly in pretty good nick. Super Nintendo with its bag still. Power adapter, RF lead. There is the Street Fighter cart, really good condition. And manual for the console, manual for the game. Street Fighter 1's got a fair bit of light wear on it, but not too bad. And 1 pad, yeah, it's definitely only a 1 pad machine. I love these pads. It just takes me back. So that's that. Really, really nice. So glad to have that. Not sure on prices again. I can't really give you any idea because I would be guessing, and I haven't looked up what the current going rates are on these. But if you are interested, just drop me a message and we can sort something out. So that's the SNES stuff that I've got here right now. If we go on to this is a NES, but it is the Turtles pack. The only difference between this and the regular NES, as far as I can work out, is it's got the Turtles game in it and it has this cardboard sleeve. The Turtles stuff that you can see here is just a cardboard wraparound. I'll show you in a minute. Basically that sleeve just slides off like so, and inside you have basically a standard Nintendo NES control deck. And this sleeve, unfortunately, has a bit of damage. It's been repaired on that corner with tape along here. So there was a rip there. The edge is really, this is coming apart here. It looks like this end has been damp. You can see where it's a little bit brown inside and even worse up there. On the outside, it's not too bad. It looks okay. You can see on the back, if I get it in the light, where the water damage has, it's kind of made this plasticky finish come away a bit, which is a shame. But inside, this is so nice. This inner box is minty fresh. Very little damage, if any, on the corners and the sides. And then inside it's just as good. The console obviously wasn't kept in the box, so it does have a bit of fading to it. So there's the box. You can see these inner flaps are just crispy, really nice. So that's everything. And then what you get inside is the polys, which are in really nice condition as well. Take that lid off, and there you have it. Now the machine It's not too bad. It's a little bit faded, so it's slightly off colour, but no real damage to talk about. So that's that. All of the paperwork, from what I can work out, is in here. You've got warranty card, poster, Club Nintendo leaflet, more little leaflets, instruction manual, really nice condition, and tons of polys. It looks like all of the original polys are in here, as in the poly bags. So, and right down to the little cable ties. So it looks like everything was kept in here. And then the Turtles game is just immaculate. Really minty fresh on that. I think, I did look in here, I think the manual's got some wear. Get it out. Yeah, the manual, I can get it in the light properly, a little bit creased, but not too bad. There's the cart and the little cart protector. There is, surprisingly, because this, I would assume, came with this pack. It's got like a, oh, I think these were Games Master stickers, weren't they? That just says this is property of so and so. So it looks like they've stuck one of those "this is my game, hands off" stickers on it. Anyway, so that's that. It has a pad. I think it's just a 1-pad pack. Oh no, 2 pads. Oh yeah, it's got its 2 pads in there. Original power supply and RF lead. So yeah, lovely thing. Very few NES games with this haul. You'll see when I do the games haul roundups that, yeah, hardly any NES games, which is really odd. Loads of SNES stuff, few N64 bits, but yeah, odd that there weren't many NES titles, which is a shame. Okay. Right, so that's that. Right, I'll crack on because this has taken ages. Well, last thing, how long have we been going? Okay, last thing for this video, and then I'll put another one out showing all of the Super Nintendo games, NES games, N64 games. I'll do another Nintendo based one. Last thing for this video is good old N64 with the GoldenEye wraparound. Again, like that NES, all this is a piece of card that wraps around. Ooh. With the GoldenEye detailing on it. And inside you have a standard box for the original grey N64, which is in pretty good nick. There's a bit of, you might be able to see there, it's sort of stoved in a bit. It's pushed in a bit there. Shouldn't be too hard to sort out. Condition's pretty nice. Problem with this is it has a stuck reset button, which I will be repairing. I'm going to do a video on that actually, because it's not a difficult repair, but it's a common fault. Let me just take this power pack out. Basically, the reset buttons, if you get gunk down the sides, it's such a tight fit that it just goes in and doesn't come out again. Because like I say, it's such a snug fit. If you get anything down there, grit, or you spill a drink on it or something, it just seizes up and you can't get any purchase on it to lift it out again. But I will be taking this apart and repairing that. It's not a difficult fix, but like I say, I'll share a video on that. Not actually checked. Always worth checking with these if it's got the expansion pack in it. This has just got a standard jumper pack. So that's that. Nothing exciting in there. There's no inserts in the box. It's just an empty cardboard box. It's got a pad and leads. And that's it. Completely forgot to go back and do the Lilac Wars. So yeah, I'm going to slip this clip in hopefully. Yeah, big box, Lilac Wars. Box is okay. The usual sort of damage around here. A little bit of damage there, not too bad. Quite clean really. Damage on the edges there. Ah, fair bit of scuffing around here, look. And let's have a look. I'm not even sure I've looked in this one yet. got the huge oversized manual, which has signs of wear. Massive great book. Not really sure why they did this in a big box, big book version really, because there's nothing in here that needs the giant sized book box apart from the giant sized book. It's all a bit weird. Inside you get a great big piece of cardboard and the little cartridge like that. Who knows? Anyway, there's the cart, Lilac Wars, which I remember playing Star Fox, or was it Star Wing? One or the other, on Super Nintendo, and loved it to bits. This is the sequel to that. But I've never actually played this. It's one that completely passed me by. So I may have to fire that up. So yeah, that's that one. Yeah, if you're interested, drop me a message. Okay, so that's it for this video. If there was anything in there that you are interested in purchasing, just drop me a message either on this video or find me on Facebook. We might be able to sort something out. It's all going on eBay or Amazon anyway, so it all has to sell. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. There will be more videos of the rest of the haul coming over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for those. What else do I need to say? That's it, I guess. Usual links below to Facebook, blog, all that good stuff, so check those out, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.